We're going to have a rivalry on deck next to the folks at home. rENEgadE versus JayR. Now, both of these players have been playing a lot online. Some pretty close sets. Though, if I remember correctly, JayR has recently been coming out on top pretty consistently against rENEgadE.
Yes, absolutely. But rENEgadE can easily take this with that Rat Falcon matchup. You know, it's pretty volatile. You know, all he really needs is a grab to a nair, fancy nair, and then that's stock on Falcon. So I think we could easily see rENEgadE come out on top in a few of these games.
rENEgadE taking a moment to check to make sure that his controller is indeed working. We saw a little bit of that slide on that 4P. Wanted to make sure that everything was on point.
Yeah, that LR start meta right there. LR start.
There's the fist bump. And here goes game number 1. JayR, of course, repping the pink Captain Falcon. Captain Fabulous against rENEGADE's Rat.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we're going to see rENEGADE choose to approach here with some bears. I've noticed in his past games that he really likes to approach with that bear. See him go for a fancy little nair here. Bear.
And notice the positioning on rENEGADE as well. Again, Pikachu in the corner, not necessarily the end of the world, but Falcon in the corner is big trouble, and so is that Falcon punch.
Absolutely. That was beautiful by JayR, yeah. Really smooth stuff there by JayR. So yeah, I think we're going to see exactly this from that Pikachu, you know, getting him off stage and then going for real quick bear, quick nair. So I think we're going to see rENEGADE hang out around these side platforms. I think that's what we're going to see a lot of in this match.
And what's worth noting is that rENEGADE, for the longest time, before he got good, was kind of the punching bag of sorts of DFW. So he's felt his fair share of Falcon punches, his fair share of beatdowns, and what that's given him is a really good mental game. So even though you got Falcon punch there, you'll notice still having the will to survive, still hanging in there, still being able to get that grab, and he's going to be able to get this edge guard as well. Just look at the complete turnaround. A lesser player probably would have seen the end of that first stock, would have probably been down 2 by now. But again, the mental game is so important. He's able to maintain composure. He's able to take that stock. He's able to take the lead.
Right, absolutely. And that was exactly what we were talking about earlier, where he'll get the grab and just 2 quick nairs. There it is again.
2 nairs again.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that second nair, it actually sent him back towards the stage. But because Falcon's recovery is just so short-handed. Yeah, that's another word for it.
Abysmal.
Right. So real quickly here, we're seeing rENEGADE up 4 stocks to 1.
And actually, you know, in contrast, JayR, not known for the strongest mental game, we're noticing that he's making some mistakes, a lot of missed Z cancels. His tech skill normally squeaky clean, a bit sloppy right now, but perhaps this kill is going to be giving him a little bit of wind in his sails. Right.
And what I've actually noticed this game so far, at least in the first few stocks, was JayR was playing really aggressive. You were seeing Pikachu kind of hover around the side plats, and JayR would follow and approach. But in this sort of matchup with one faulty approach, you can quickly end up dead.
That's true. The benefit, of course, being that as you're playing Falcon, one good approach
can lead to a stock. Right, absolutely.
In this case, just losing really to stage advantage, but rENEGADE, he has this tendency to recover to top platform, and JayR hasn't really snuffed that out. rENEGADE able to make it back on, gets the bear, and there's the chase down. JayR was in his shield for some reason, and rENEGADE took that opportunity, gets the grab, gets that last stock.
Yeah, absolutely. So, real quick there, we saw rENEGADE take that, what was it, three stocks? He 3-stock JayR. Which is actually a little bit of, like, not unheard of, but it's a little uncommon. Usually in these tournament settings, we see JayR coming out on top. We actually had a little bit of a round robin this past Saturday, and JayR came out on top.
Really?
Yeah.
Over
absolutely.
you too?
No. Over in this matchup. JayR ended up beating rENEGADE in this matchup on Saturday. So, I mean, just 3 days ago.
Man, I gotta hang out with y'all more. I've been so damn busy, dude.
Yeah.
Missing so many great games.
We'll get the Smash 64 love.
Again, JayR taking the first stock, but as we saw in that last game, the first stock means nothing. Whoa, Wispy actually assisted there a bit. JayR probably meant to do something like a wake-up smash. Instead, pushed off the stage, does an up air, but unfortunately gets pineappled as well.
Right.
rENEGADE in a great position. Gets the F smash. Great DI from JayR. He tried smash DIing so hard, but it wasn't that sweet Wookiee DI that he needed to survive.
No one has that sweet Wookiee DI, but Wookiee.
I mean, I don't know. Have you seen Revan's DI?
Oh, yeah.
That was pretty godlike. And that there, pretty great way to go and even up the game. 3 apiece right now, but Look at that last game. Rrenegade just needs a single grab and can
Right.
change the entirety of this game.
Absolutely. And so what we're actually seeing here is JayR likes to sit on top plat and approach with fast fall bears, but with Pikachu kind of camping around those side plats, that might not be the strongest option.
Not there, though.
Yes, that was the strongest option. Yes.
Rrenegade might want to start smash DIing some of these aerials that hit him, at least towards the stage a bit more, because even if it's not the dare, it gives him a higher chance of being able to actually make it back, prevent himself from landing in the blast zone itself.
Right.
Another strong dare coming out, and this is looking like a reversal of that first game.
Yeah, absolutely. We're seeing a lot of dare edge guards here from JayR on this matchup, which is a really good option. Once you get Pikachu in his up B to where he needs to teleport back on stage, because that dare hitbox is so large. Let's see if this will be the stock. Maybe.
Not quite.
Just barely.
Renegade's still able to hang in, going to that top platform. Oh, actually overshooting it a little bit.
Yeah.
But either way, JayR caught off guard again. Miss Z cancel results in JayR being able to get away from that situation. That time has the appropriate chase down, not the appropriate punish, but still enough to take game 2.
Yeah, beautiful bear to finish that off. So quickly, we're seeing just how volatile this match really can be. I think this was a reverse 3-stock from what we saw in game 1. So
something like that.
Yeah, I think it was 3 stocks in game 1 to Renegade, and now this was 3 stocks game 2 to JayR. So no surprise here, no character switch, no gentlemaning to stages. These two just want to hash it out here and now with their mains.
JayR has taken the first stock in both of these games. But Renegade able to walk away with some of these opening hits. It's not the hits that he's looking for. It doesn't put JayR off stage, and because of that, JayR able to again take this first stock.
Right, yeah. Another beautiful little up air combo there from JayR, leading into a dare, which led to the first stock.
Now Renegade, perfect. Puts out the bear initially, stops JayR just short, and forces him to commit to the up smash, predicting the bear to kind of go be an approaching bear. But instead, he pulls back. JayR is stuck in the up smash, and then he gets the grab for free. Really, really smart mix-ups coming out from Renegade.
Nice. That was a beautiful follow-up up air. He read that tech really well, and he got the up air off of it, which led to his stuff.
Super smart from Renegade. Notice that the last time that they were in that situation where Renegade had invulnerability, JayR would jump to try and avoid the approach, and Renegade preemptively threw out an aerial covering the entirety of the platform and then took the stock.
Right. And that's one thing I've actually noticed about JayR is he likes to kind of mix up his recovery by recovering high and then kind of hovering back low. But he does that so often, and he doesn't really mix it up enough that once you kind of get a hold of that and can read that, which I think is what we're seeing Renegade kind of do now in this situation, it can lead to a lot of easy stocks. So unfortunately, he wasn't low enough to get any stage DI on that one.
Yeah, it's even possible that he predicted that he'd be hit with it a little bit lower. I noticed him drift up a little bit. He was maybe smash DIing too high to the top left. And maybe if he just smash DI'd straight left or potentially slight bottom left, he would have been able to get the DI he was looking for. But instead, getting the stock, still holding on to the lead, and getting that dare. That's so huge. It's beautiful, beautiful up B, though. That granting a little bit of recovery.
Really quick.
Great DI coming out from JayR. Renegade with the rush down. JayR has teched away almost every time on knockdown, and Renegade has just had to hold the direction he threw to ensure he can catch the tech chase.
Right. That was one thing that a lot of the top level players were actually talking about earlier was mix up which way you tech. You know, don't always tech the same direction. Don't always tech left or always tech right. Mix it up.
JayR playing with his food a bit.
Not sure why.
Stomp into up B would have been enough. The grab is going to be huge, but so smart from JayR to contest there with that up air. That's one thing Bark Sanchez told me, is to never let Pikachu get that edge guard for free. And you can do all sorts of things like fast falling a little bit to force Pikachu to come down and then coming up with the up air, or as like we saw from JayR, just going in with that up air, putting that hitbox out and giving Pikachu another thing to weave around. Renegade on his final stock here. I'm wondering what he has to do to bring this match back.
Ooh, really quick up B. Saved him from a nifty little combo there.
Oh, and what a stomp!
The dare. Yeah.
Closing out this stock.
That dare covers so much ground. I mean, the hitbox on the dare is massive. It's crazy. But really good showing there by JayR. Really good showing.
JayR advancing, and Renegade put into the loser's bracket.
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe that puts JayR in
Winners finals. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
he's in winners finals
Yeah.
now. Oh God, does that mean we have to play?
probably.
Oh my God! Come
Yeah,
on, man,
absolutely.
my girlfriend's watching.